People asked for it. People like Captain Jesse 1 asked for it, and we're bringing it back. Welcome to a brand new series of Transport Fever with mods. In this episode, we try out some new old trains from the Russian Empire. We look at some new scenery, and we buy some new wagons. It's all brand new, and you won't want to miss out on this all-new Eastern European Transport Fever starting right now. Hello everyone, it is California Bird here with another awesome series of Transport Fever. So finally we're back, new save after the last one went bad, and this time we're going to be playing with mods. Not just any mods, a lot of mods, way too many mods. So as we wait for a couple days for this mod screen to load in, oh there it is, maybe not a couple days, but I've got 380 mods, so tons and tons of mods. Once again we're going to be in Europe. And I'm going to be doing town names of Russian, so I can even butcher these even worse than I did British town names. So this is going to be hilarious. Yeah, so we'll go with that. And everything else is basically going to be set to Europe. Mainly going to do Eastern European stuff. I've got a lot of German, Austrian, and Russian vehicles. I'm going to do a large map, medium terrain type. I actually tried doing a hilly one, and then decided that was going to be way too crazy with all the bridges and stuff. So we'll just do a medium. We'll start in the beginning and we'll do easy since I like to talk a lot, and this way I won't get too distracted and we can go a bit more into depth. Alright, well here we are with our Eastern European map. Just to kind of give a little flyover, I've looked over it a little bit and I think that we want to start off in this region. There's some good cities we can hook up with a short train route. We can also get some wood moving around and turned into paper and tools in this area, so this is some good line options down here. The annoying thing that I've seen so far is that the only cow production is all down here. There's a lot of dairy also, so yes, you can do fertilizer to grain to dairy and cow, but the closest that I can tell, the closest food processing plant is up here. And something you might be noticing just now is that yes, I am using a mod that adds way too many industries, but it's going to make this super interesting for cargo, which is honestly what I love to do, is figure out the cargo routes. So it'll be interesting. Up here it seems like there's a lot of high processing stuff, like high cost processing stuff, so I wasn't super interested. Maybe you'll see something. If you do see something, tell me in the comments. Tell me where I'm completely missing up. I mean, I just flying over now, this chemicals could go into this and the cotton could go over here, and then, but where's the oil gonna come from? Probably down here. There it is, down here. But that's kind of a really long chain, and I don't want to do that right now with the limited budget we have. Also, another annoying thing about this map is that there's only coal down here, so we're gonna have to truck the coal probably by boat all the way up here to the steel mill and iron down here, and also the coal will have to go to this distillery so we can get vodka. But either way, what I'm going to start off with in this first episode though is at least getting the passenger routes over here set up, and maybe getting this paper route, so that when we get, you know, some the Politburo, you know, going. Except it's only 1850, so communism isn't around in Eastern Europe yet, but I joke. However, yes, I'm going to probably set up the line from Lesva and go down to Nayernyi. Yes, if you thought that I was bad at normal, like Western, no, not normal, I shouldn't say it that way, but Western European, you know, city names. Oh, just you wait, and just you wait to see how poor Eastern European is gonna be. Also, I want to run up to Norbisky, so we're probably gonna want to run on this side, across, and then make the turn down. And we also don't want to block our paper route, so we'll have to figure that out. But just for starters, let's go ahead and get this situated and in here. At some point we will probably cross the river, but not right now. I also have a European beautification mod on right now to make the European maps look better. So it kind of changes some of the buildings, and it also adds lots of forests and stuff, which is nice. Killing my performance, but that's okay, right? We'll make this 240. Is that excessive? Well, I mean, that's kind of pricey. Wait, 84, 84. Oh, it's the same for all the length, so I might as well just go big with it. You might also notice that there's no cost for terrain stuff. That's just mainly because I wanted to make this one more of an easy thing, because I figured we wanted to see more trains than to see me struggle with running out of money just because I needed to knock down a mountain or something. Tunnels and bridges still cost a lot though, just FYI. But I just turned off the cost for terrain like modifications. So let's go ahead and stick this train station actually down out here. Way out in the industrial district. I know, sounds like a brilliant plan, but don't worry, we'll set up a bus line. But by doing this, then we can cross the river and do some other stuff. So yeah, I think we'll put it right here. Turn it a little bit. Yeah, turn it like this. And we want to give ample room here. So we'll probably, yeah, we'll just stick it right like there. And then we'll go ahead and put in some roads. Right like so, there we go. Road in, and then we'll also probably want to put the road over here. If we can get it to not look ridiculous, it would be most appreciated. It won't. It's gonna look like this. It's okay. This is like the 1800s. We didn't have gridded streets and whatnot yet. Yeah, that's the reason for the mess. Okay. We're also not gonna want to tear down that building, but I do want to stick in, yeah, there's a lot of, yeah, I don't want highways. We'll just stick in a small street around here. Hopefully we can stimulate some growth in this town. Also, I need, you know, places for buses to go. So we'll go with that here. We don't want to spend all our money, obviously. And then we also want to put the other train station down here. But getting ahead of myself. Let's just lay down some track for this train. Go ahead and cut through these trees. Make sure we're going down the right way. Yeah, so we can probably just cut right across the road like so. Nice and straight. There we go, off to Naguri. Nayurngi. I'm gonna mess up names all the time. Just FYI. Oh man, there's a slope. I did not realize I should have turned on the terrain. There's a big slope. So let's see how we can do this. If this, yeah, that doesn't. I mean, that doesn't look horrible. It looks pretty bad though. Let's see. I mean, while I do have the terrain costs off, I also do want to maintain at least some semblance of keeping with the terrain, just to make it more realistic. So we'll go ahead and go with this. We'll kind of sweep around and curve up. And we don't need to do that anymore, but there we go. That way, at least it doesn't look completely out of place with regards to how this is being put in. Okay, this does look a bit out of place, but it's okay. It's okay. You know, we'll be fine. But let's go ahead and drop in the other station, actually. I'll also make it a really long station. And it's going to be out here a bit, because we're going to be... Well, actually, we're going to be facing Norbrisky. So we might as well put the train station... Like... we'll just stick it... Yeah, we'll stick it right about here. Kind of out of town at this point. That's a-okay. It'll be fine. Go ahead and... I can't build a bridge. Oh, there's a bridge. I do want to, you know, at least promote people moving across to the other side. So I will build in a little bit of a bridge, just for some promotion of people moving around. There we go. And see, that doesn't look super bad. That just looks, you know, kind of bad. But anyway, I digress. I'm taking too long here. Let's go ahead and set up a line real fast. We're going to be going from Lesova up to near Yurgi. And yes, these names are going to change every time I say them. I just want you to know this. So Les, Ner, passenger, train. So there we go. There's that. And let's go ahead and stick down a depot. And we'll just stick the depot over somewhere in the middle. That'll be fine. Actually, we'll stick it down here. Right along the road. That seems like a smart plan. We'll just stick it right up over here. There we go. That looks pretty cool. See, then they can take the trucks and service the trains, even though that's not what we do here. But yeah, we'll just stick this right in like that, and we'll throw down a signal just so we don't get in the way of other trains. There we go. Look at that. All right. So we have the passenger line set up. Let's go ahead and buy our first train. So what do we have here? Well, we've got a couple different options. We've got 3 different trains. Of course, this is the stock European train. We're gonna probably ignore this one for now. We've got 2 Soviet, well, not, sorry, these aren't Soviet, sorry, Russian Empire trains. I apologize. We've got the 130 and the 220. And it's interesting, the 130 costs more, and is more cost per year and everything. In every way, this one seems like not the option. This one seems like the option. I think I will have this one at some point, but because it's passengers, I definitely want them to go fast. So we'll probably put this on a cargo line just so we can see it, but we'll stick this on a passenger line for now. And we'll stick with the stock color, just for now, just so we can see it. And then also sticking with the Soviet, sorry, not Soviet, Russian. It will be Soviet soon, but sticking with the Russian theme, I'll go ahead, and these take 8 passengers. We'll go ahead and just stick on, let's stick on 2 for now. That should be okay, I think. 60, no, we'll stick on 3. There we go. And we'll set the line to that one. And we're gonna go ahead, and before we let it roll, we also need to put in some bus stations, bus stuff. So real fast, we're gonna put in a truck depot, road depot, probably down here in town. Just steal some land real fast. And then let's also put in some bus stops. So passenger bus stops, so that's a mailbox, there's a bus stop, cargo drop off, and then some bus terminals. Well, we just need bus stops at this point. So we'll need something, let's see. We'll probably go from the station over here. I'm pretty close to the station. We'll probably go there, run around to probably down here, and then go like center town-ish, kind of come down here, come around again, go right about there, go up to like the outskirts a bit, and then swing right back around. That's probably what we would do. Go ahead and set up this new line. So this will be from here to here, down here, over to here, over here, and back. Actually, I don't need that, I don't think. Oh, and this is, for some reason, the train station. I wanted to grab that. There we go. So, there we go. A nice little loop around town. That'll work. And so, let's go ahead and rename this real fast. This is the LYS bus. There we go. I want to get some buses to put on that real fast. So, let's go ahead and buy some road vehicles. And then we have an omnibus, which is a Russian omnibus. And then the double-decker omnibus. We're going to skip the double-decker for now. We don't need those. Let's just go with the single-decker for real fast. Buy 2 of those and set them on that bus route. Actually, let's buy 3 and put it on that bus route. All right. There's that. And then down in near Yurgini, we're also going to build some roads real fast. So, oop. And I didn't plan that bridge very well. I don't think I did. So we'll have to tear out that house. So that's kind of an annoyance. Put in a road there. And then let's just stick some semblance of a cross back here. There we go. Like so. I don't think we have to worry about that area. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. So let's go ahead and put in the bus route for here real fast. So we definitely need to stop at the, how much is this going to be actually? 7,000 versus 1,000. Actually, I probably should have done this at the other place, but we should put in a at least a big bus stop to pick up from the train. But that's okay. We can make some modifications later. But then we're going to put in some other bus stops. We'll go in, grab this area, grab the people in this area, then go down to here. Annoyingly, we can't capture this yet. these people yet. We will later though. I'm not gonna make a stop in the middle of nowhere just yet. Come back around and then in. So we just have to remember that we are gonna have to, well, add some bus stops to this line. So anyway, so we'll run around here. There we go. There it is. Rename this real fast. This is gonna be any R, sorry, bus. There we go. And we're also gonna need another bus depot. Let's go ahead and real fast, real quick, like put in a bus depot right in the middle of the industrial district. I mean, why not? That seems like where it would be. Buy some road vehicles. We'll also get 3 omnibuses. This time though, I want to see if the color works on these. We're gonna make them like red. There we go. Look at that. That's gonna be nice. So we get 1, 2, 3 of those, and we'll put those all on the near bus. All right, there we go. I think we're good with that. We still have $1 million in the bank. What can we do with that? Well, first off, let's just go ahead and make sure this all works, just so that way we've got some cash. Here we go. So let's go ahead and check out our new train first off. Here we go. The first Russian Empire train we've got coming out of the station in the nice forested area. This is pretty nice. Nice big wheels on that train. There it goes, pretty fast. The green definitely matches with its coaches. So there we go. And of course the autosave happens right during the nice panoramic shot. Of course, always, never fails. So there we go. So now that train is heading off to pick up its first passengers. Let's also check on our buses. They're heading off. Hopefully people start to realize that they now have bus service in these areas. And there we go. Nice omnibuses with some nice Cyrillic on them that you can see up there. So there we go. Let's go check out the red ones real fast. And then once we're done with that, we'll do some cargo stuff. There we go. Red omnibuses up here. So that's pretty cool. There we go. And you might also notice I do have a mod for the train stations, so making them a little bit more simpler. Also, there's the mod for the train depot and for the actual truck depots as well. To just give them a more era feel. Like, these look older. Instead of back in the base game, if you remember, there are like windows, like skylights and stuff, and it looks very modern, and it's out of place in the 1800s. So doing that. Also have a time slowdown. So we're going at four times slower speed for this game, because I figured everyone loves the Steam Age. So we'll just try to stay in the Steam Age for a little bit longer. Just get some more nice little glamour looks at our train there. There we go, pulling through the station. There we go, no people yet. But we've still got $1 million. Let's go ahead and do some other things with this money. So we'll just let that kind of play out, literally. And what I'm thinking is we'll run a train from logs down to here to get this sawdust and planks. Run the sawdust up here, and then run the planks back to here. What we could also alternatively do is run down here to get planks, run that over here, and then run the sawdust up. The only problem that I see with this, oh, what is this? That's interesting. Speed limits. That's new. Is this mountain that happens to be in the way. So this is why this one makes it kind of hard to get there. What we could do, I mean, really could do, is if this, oh, whoops, hit a track, sorry, is run like somewhere around here. So instead of, ignore the tunnel, but we could run around this. The only downside then, of course, is we'd run around the mountain again to take it up to the sawmill, or sorry, take the sawdust up there, which might actually work. But it just makes it a little bit rounder, whereas here we can go straight across and then another train straight up there, which I think will work a little bit better. I think there's enough room. Yeah, the train tracks, I'm zoomed way out. The train tracks are we're gonna be able to get at least 2 here and then 2 coming up that way. So that's probably not gonna be an issue. But yeah, let's go ahead and start with that. We'll do that real fast. So what we'll do is we'll look at the cargo train station. Now, there's a lot of them, a lot of freight stations. I've got, interestingly, 2 freight stations that look identical. Oh, right. One of them, they have different beautification mods on them. That is what it is. And then there's a small freight station, which also has a truck depot at it. And it's just built in, which is super useful. However, for this one, I don't think we need a truck depot. Actually, I don't think we need a truck depot at any of these here. Maybe this one will need a truck depot. So, we're definitely just going to stick with the standard freight station. But let's go ahead and look at which one looks best. This one's kind of white and black, and that one's kind of shiny. Go with this one. I think this one fits more with the times, especially looking at... Well, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. We'll just go with this one. I think that works. So, let's see how we want to do this. The other actually issue is going to be... Actually, we'll have the 2 lines going this way, 2 lines coming back to take the planks back here, and then 2 lines coming back this way. I think we're going to go around this. I'm not exactly sure. Or we could do a 4-track setup and have 2 tracks not used, like just as pass-through tracks, which might work. Yeah, I think that's probably what we're gonna do. All right, yeah, let's do that. So that can grab it. If I stick it here, I'm pretty sure I could grab it. Okay, we can also take out that road a little bit. I think that's what we're gonna do. So, time to pull out the bulldozer. I'm gonna pause real fast, just because bulldozing while it's going can lead to some issues. Like, for example, I don't want to destroy our industry building, which is possible with the mods I have. So, yeah, we don't want to do that. Alright, so we'll go with a 4-track. About here, I think that we should still be in the catchment zone for it. Let's put in... Let's try to get this road going all right. Yeah, we're good. We're gonna be good. And then we'll take this down like this, and we're just gonna run this like so instead, and we'll just destroy this road real fast. That's unneeded. All right, and then we're gonna put in some train tracks going out here basically. And now I'm realizing there's a mountain kind of in the way. Gonna be kind of costly. And I do have, again, I think I mentioned, but I do have it turned off, so there is no cost for doing lots of terrain changes. However, at the same time, I don't want it to look ugly either. So, I mean, I don't know what looks better, a valley or a slight hill. I think slight hill looks better. Now, I think the valley looks better. So we'll stick with the valley. We'll go with this. And we'll run into another 4-track station down here. Which will then kind of split off up into here. So yeah, that is what we'll do. And this is going to be kind of a mess of train stations. And I'm not even sure 100% if this is going to work exactly as I want it to work. We'll just have to see. Let's try and get this. Actually, I'm going to bring the train pretty much out here. Let's see, there we go. We'll go with that. Just kind of knock that down real fast. And then, oh, that's a bit long. Let's take that out. And actually I do realize that this one down here might be a little short, but we'll live with it for right now. Go ahead and stick in this train station. Try to get it situated nicely. At least a little nicer. And that's pretty good. And then we'll try to get this to hook up. There we go. Right in. Like so. Nice. And then it'll split off. And actually, these do not need to be double. I just realized this because this train, the plank train, is going to just take logs from here down to here, and then take the planks back up to here, and then come back. Though we may have to 2-track it, like we may need extra log trains at some point. So actually maybe this is okay. And then there'll be another train which just takes sawdust up to the sawmill. So that'll come off of this track, possibly this one in the future. Yes, definitely. So right now we'll just 2-track it, but the second track will just blow through basically. I think that works. It will come off like so. Oh, it does not like that at all. I think if I put this down and then were to do some terrain stuff, I think this would be okay. So I think what we'll do is we'll do that. And we'll take that out. And then we'll do it like so. There we go. That works. And so let's put in some signals real fast. Put in a waiting signal here. And there we go. Alright. And then this train track. Right now, actually, we'll just use the 2. But it'll just run all the way back here. Right into that spot. There we go. Just like so. And then we're going to need to go down here with it. I'm pretty sure they all use state cars. Let me actually be certain real fast. It's been a little bit since I did this, but let's see. Wagons should be a state car. Yeah, logs and planks use the same thing. Same with the Russian one. Logs and planks are on the same one, yeah. So that's gonna be absolutely okay. So do that, and then we'll take the train down to the tool place. Actually, we'll skip the tools for right now. Let's just get the sawdust because we can take it by truck up to the town here. The tools are going to be a little bit more of a hassle to do. And so because we're doing that, I'm going to put a crossover real fast. Too much slope? I think not. There we go. Not too much slope. There we go. We'll just put a little waiting sign right there. And then go over here. Yeah, coming out of this one will be 2 tracks going up to here. And actually, then we could run another train over down there with the paper. So let's try to set that up real fast. On this one, we are going to want to put a little truck stop. We want the combined truck stop one. Want 2 tracks, and I don't know what I made those. 240 seems a little long, a little bit longer than what those other train stations were. So we'll go with this one. I think that's a pretty good lineup also. So we'll stick with that. See, so this is again one of the mods that I've got going on, and it's got the little truck stop and the train station all in one, which is pretty sweet. Now let's go ahead and stick on. We'll just be using one of the train tracks for now. This will just come in like so. Yeah, I think that works just fine. This gorge is going to be ugly, but whatever, we'll go with it. There it is. And then we'll double track it as well. So can this come around? Oh, it can. Oh, this is beautiful. There we go, right into the station. And yes, you might be asking yourself, why are you already double tracking all of the cargo stuff but not the passenger stuff? Well, the answer may surprise you. It's because, actually, that is an excellent question. I have no idea why I'm doing that. I will stick that there and then put a crossover like so. Right there. There we go. And did I do that wrong? Let's see. Trains are always on the right side. Yeah, train's gonna come down this way. So it's gonna need to, yeah, it'll just go in and then it comes out this side. Yeah, so we'll put a thing here. No, I did that right. So there we go. Now we've, well, we've got our little setup going. Let's go ahead and I don't think we have enough for trains. So let's go ahead and let this play out a little bit more. I don't want to take any more loans out. So we'll just spend the next, 3 or 4 minutes taking a gander at our passenger train. Hopefully make some profit. We'll see. We're way in the hole because I've spent all my money building useless stuff. Wait, it's not useless. It can be useful. We'll make profit soon. Also turn off the train lines, just because those are a little obnoxious. But yes, and then we'll double track this train once we get more passengers on it. While we have that going on, actually I think I can put in at least a depot, which hopefully we can support both trains with. The issue actually is that there is a bit of a height difference here. But I think I'm going to try this. I'm going to see how well or poorly this goes. But just throw that in there. And then try to get a train track down here. There we go. Like so. And then another one. And the only reason why this is going in like this is just to be cool. And this is actually probably not going to be very practical in the future. And there we go. Just like so. And then if we ever need to switch trains, oh, that's a crazy thought. What if we need to switch trains between tracks? Can we do something like that? Oh, we could have. Oh, let me change this a little bit. I'm not gonna go all the way in like that. We're gonna have this also come up like so. Tear that out a little bit. And we will instead... Oh, oh, this actually does work. Okay, yep, this works. That little thing needs to move though. Go ahead and remove that. There we go. So, we'll put a signal right there and a signal yeah, up here. A little bit of terrain issues going on over here. This is gonna be Signal City right here. Oh, we don't have enough money to put in the last signal we need. Okay, well that's okay. That's okay, but this can provide a little crossover. And we'll have to put another little bits of track, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and see if there's any passengers riding on our stuff yet. I don't think anyone has realized that we're actually in business. If we look at the bus, we look at the charts, no one has used our bus. Come on, people. You know you want to move around. Look, you've even built a road. Crazy, right? You know you want to travel. Looking at the charts here, again, no one has been really loaded or unloaded. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on the time accelerator, just to 2 times. 2 times what's 4 times less. So yeah. Oh, look at this. We've got our first passenger waiting. Here we go. Right out in front of this pretty large building. Looks like a hotel or something. We had a passenger. And look, there's boxes. It's mail. Oh, look at that mail. Oh, yes. There's mail waiting. We have to move the mail around. Yeah, so that's another mod I added. We're also producing waste. And yeah, there's mail. Outstanding waste. Yes, so that's awkward. We're gonna have to fix that. And we're gonna have to put in a mail train. We're gonna need another cargo route that goes between these 2 places for mail. Or maybe we can tack it on the back of that train. Except we can't because it needs a cargo station. But I do need a mail van. Let me check if there are mail vans available right now. We're to buy road vehicles. This one... Mail, here we go. It's the mail brick. Interesting. Postage carrier of the Russian Empire. Alright. So, yeah, that needs to happen. So let's go ahead and put in some I guess, you know, a postage service in these 2 towns. With all the not money we have. Yeah, maybe we can't do that yet. I did not remember. I completely forgot about that. The mail. I spent all this time building this up. But that's okay. Absolutely fine. Got people running around. Let's turn this up to max time acceleration. We are now in the hole. But that's perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and take a ride on this super fast train. How fast is it going? Oops. It's going 30 kilometers an hour. Probably should not have put so many carriages on it. But that's okay. Here we go. Right into town with absolutely 0 passengers. Hopefully this starts to pick up soon. We've only been in service for 2 months now. So people will hopefully start to use this service. because they'll want to travel between the two towns. We really pick up steam as we're going downhill on this bit. That's crazy. Look at this thing go. Look at those wheels turning. Absolutely crazy right there. I'll pull away so it's not so loud for you. Actually, let's cut in here and just take a ride. Alright, there we are, into the station. And look, there's someone waiting. There's a person waiting who I missed. But they're now on our train. Man, this is like the first rail passenger here. And we've also got some industrial buildings going in, so that is cool. Look at that. It's starting to be popping. Look, we've got adding population. I think that's what the plus is. That's good. Yeah, that's added population. Because this one did not. Oh, but people are using the buses now. Someone's about to get picked up by an omnibus. There they are. They're on the omnibus. I'm going way too fast. Oh, and does this have mail? Is that mail? I don't think that's mail. That's not mail. There's mail sitting out in the street, though. Don't worry, the mail service will start soon. If I only remembered I turned on that mod, or added that mod, I should say. But yeah, it's it's a thing. Oh, making cash money over here. How much income are we making? Look at that all-important finance bar. 1,000. Look at that. $1,500 is what our income is from the road. That is from where is it? Is that all we have? Let's see. Oh, we didn't set up our logo. We need to set up our logo. What do we have here? We've got lots of things. Oh, we're gonna be Germany. That doesn't work. Or we're gonna be Aeroflot. Or BNS Railway. We could be Google because they're taking over the world. Or the Soviet, the hammer and sickle. While I kind of want to put the hammer and sickle. It's not time yet for the hammer and sickle, though. It's just not. We're gonna not have a logo. We'll wait until 1917. Then we'll put the logo on. But that made me forget where I actually was. Oh right, railroad. All this stuff's in the negative. Railroad, oh there it is, railroad just posted. So we've made $4,000 off of our $3 million, but it's okay. Because we're starting to do good. We're gonna crawl our way out of this. And then once we get the mail service on, man, we'll be crazy. Something else we need to start looking for is a waste disposal site though. We need to get rid of our trash. Let's see, there's waste over here. And actually let me just pull up the industry tab. Let's just look for where we can put our waste. So there's one down up there. That's the one we were just at. And there's one down here. Yep, on the water. So that one actually could work. And I think that's the only 2 waste disposal locations. So yeah, so we're gonna be boating our stuff down here probably. We've already got trains up here, right? So we might as well just bring the waste from these towns as well with the mail down here. Put it on a boat and run it down to the landfill. I think that's probably what we're going to do. But all those things are going to be coming in a future episode. I think I'm going to leave it right here, and we'll just take a look at this train real fast. But I'll be leaving it right here. I think this has been long enough of an episode. I hope that you enjoy this, and I hope that we're going to have awesome times being the Russian Empire, and then, spoiler alert, the Soviet Union. So either way, if you enjoyed this, definitely remember to like, and if you want to see more of this, subscribe as well. And also give a comment if you think that anything could be done better, like, I don't know, where I thought to put down the trains. Because I don't see all the places to put things down, so definitely leave a comment if you want to. As always though, this has been California Bird. See ya.